Welcome back to the Cafe Smash podcast. I'm your host, AirPods, along with my co-host, Django. We're still on the push to 1,000 followers on our Instagram when we're finalizing that merch and the giveaway. About 70 followers away, so if you could follow us on there, that would be greatly appreciated. And, of course, if you enjoy what we do, leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, and, of course, share. It really helps us out a lot. But, Django, how have you been doing?
Been good. I've been playing a lot of the superior game mode Squad Strike recently.
Squad Strike is not the superior game mode.
Okay.
At all.
Squad Strike is good because you can play your main if they have an Echo character. Like in Squad Strike, all I do is I just play Peach, Daisy, Sword, right? Like, because then I just get to use the same character twice. That's why I love Echoes.
Yeah, but I mean, you could just use Joker, and Joker, and traditional.
Or you could have a little diversity, and you get to get a completely separate new character like Echoes.
When you could have high tier, all in the same character.
All right, whatever, pal. Echoes are the blood and soul of Squad Strike. They make it the best game mode because you can just play the same character twice, and then everyone gets mad at you for playing the same character twice.
If it was the best game mode, it would be the main game mode at tournaments.
Well, it should be, and I will die on that hill. Anyway, back to Echoes.
Yep, that's today's topic. Shout out to Evan Strubbin Sims from Instagram. He gave us our topic for this week on our Instagram polls, and like you said, we'll be talking about all the Echoes and clones of Ultimate. So, what are your opinions on Echoes?
I like Echoes. I think they're awesome in the game. Like, I know Sakurai straight up said, because I know everyone was really mad with the inclusion of like Lucina and Dark Pit in Smash 4. They were like, yo, they're taking up roster spots. I could have Paper Mario or everyone else, literally anyone else we mentioned in last week's episode, right? But no, like Sakurai specifically came out and said, hey, like these people are kind of like extras we're adding into the game. They're not going to take up a roster spot from someone that's more important or more iconic. So I think there's no reason not to have Echo characters. They add flair and new characters, new personalities to already established popular characters.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Echoes are really cool to have, in my opinion. I mean, just getting like an extra about eight or nine characters in the game and them not taking up development time and them not taking up potential roster spots just lets me have 9 new figures on my shelf for amiibos, and it allows me to have 9 new characters to play in the roster. And Smash also gets to push that they have like 75 characters now, even though 10 of them are the same as other characters. So that's beyond the point.
And even before like this whole Echo characters thing was introduced, right? I was praying in my heart of hearts like, hey, let's get some cool skin variations, kind of like the Koopalings, you know? Stuff like, let's get the main one that I wanted the most was Dark Samus, because I thought that would be so cool. Because Dark Samus is this kind of floatier, alien, flowy character as opposed to the stiff metal Samus. So before this whole Echo concept came out, I was like, let's get a skin variation or a Dark Pit kind of character for Samus, like Dark Samus. And Dark Samus turned out really, really well.
I don't know if Dark Samus necessarily would have been a costume, all like how the Koopalings are, just because they're like, it's a completely different life form, just lore stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, Smash obviously could care less about lore, but
the lore of a giant crocodile fighting a swordsman with an unnecessarily large sword from the Final Fantasy universe.
A giant crocodile fighting our favorite mayor of our fictional island.
Oh my god, dog
yeah. Just destroying a little dog into the blast zone.
Oh, that's so funny. That's my favorite part of the lore, when K. Rool fights Isabelle for ownership of the Dragon Balls when they add Goku into the game.
Of course. No, when Minecraft Steve gets in, they're fighting for the what's it called? The Dragon Egg.
Oh my god, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Dark Samus would have came in as a skin alt like how the Koopalings were, just because of lore, and just I think Echo Fighters was the perfect way for Dark Samus to get in. I mean, just the extra flair they add for Dark Samus, like her kind of floating over the stage instead of sprinting like regular Samus, where she doesn't even touch the floor when she runs, or when Dark Samus runs. I mean, that's pretty cool. And obviously, there's some more technical things that are different between the two, but they're overall very very similar.
They fall into that kind of Echoes category where they're pretty much exactly the same character except for a couple tiny little minute details, right? But they fall into that category where they are just objectively the same character with different animations. And I like that. Like, I think it's more than fine for them. If it's not taking up development time or roster space, then I'm more than happy to see more characters that exist for the sole purpose of giving someone another character to play, as opposed to kind of the Martha and Lucina treatment. Even though objectively those are better done Echoes, do still like the kind of costume almost variation, in that they're not changing anything but the look of Dark Samus.
Yeah, I think there's two main categories of echoes. The ones that really don't deviate a lot from the actual character, but are in there more for that like fan service ish. And then there's those characters that really deviate, like we'll get to later. And of course, some of the characters that don't deviate much are also only in here because they were in Smash 4, Dark Pit. So yeah, I mean, the echoes that don't really change are still really really cool, and it could give someone that kind of unique main. You won't like you can say, "Oh, I'm a Daisy main" instead of a Peach main, and like that's cool, you know.
Before it was I made the Daisy skin
Yeah.
for Peach in every game, and then they actually made her own character, which is awesome. But Dark Samus has like two differences. They have, I think the height is that Dark Samus is a little bit shorter, so her up smash will hit like a Pichu standing still, as opposed to Samus who won't actually hit it. And what is it? The roll, right? You know about that?
I don't know if that. I haven't heard of that Pichu thing. I know the charge shot does shoot a couple pixels shorter, along with her missiles. Well, not her for Dark Samus, more of
Dark Samus,
they alien
some sort
life
of alien
form, whatever
life
you want
form.
to call it. Yeah, I don't even know. But yeah, Dark Samus I believe shoots slightly shorter, and along with that, it only matters for one matchup, and Dark Samus's up smash and F smash I think are electric attacks, and Samus is fire based. So that only matters for the Olimar matchup, and that's going to be a common theme throughout all the echoes is Olimar being a big issue or a big like difference. So be wary of the Olimar matchup if you're deciding between Samus and Dark Samus, because Pikmins do change how elements work, and I'm pretty sure the rolls are the only other thing that are different between them, and this is actually a part that makes a significant difference. Like, not just like the missile sending like 2 pixels shorter doesn't really matter, but the rolls are different because Dark Samus has that like kind of slide where she kind of just like goes behind you with that like smooth transition, and then regular Samus just goes into the ball and rolls. But actually, Dark Samus's dodge or roll has 31 frames of lag, and regular Samus has 34 frames of lag. So there's actually a 3-frame difference between their front roll and their back roll, actually. So it technically does make Dark Samus a better character.
So there you go. On the tier list, Dark Samus 4 tiers above Samus. Samus is bottom tier. Dark Samus is top tier. It's solved because of the roll difference. Samus is objectively just the worst Dark Samus. Even though I play Samus over Dark Samus. Dark Samus is awesome. But again, it's one of those characters like Peach and Daisy, like we mentioned before, that they're just the same character, pretty much a reskin, except for tiny little minute details. But I am so happy that they actually added Daisy into this game, as opposed to making her a Peach alt again. Because the Daisy Peach alt kind of looked a little odd to me. It never really looked right, because like the long hair and just the color scheme overall didn't feel Daisy. It felt like a weird variation of Peach. And having Daisy in the game as her own sort of character is something I really enjoy, because I don't have to worry about I don't have to complain anymore about the Daisy alt for Peach. I can play the actual character I wanted to play who has the personality I enjoy more, but the moveset and tech skill that Peach still brings to the table, which is exactly what I wanted from a character like this.
We can all agree that Peach's best ult is the black and yellow dress. First off, no one was playing the Daisy ult.
No.
There's no point to play the Daisy ult in Smash 4. Black and yellow dress, by far the most superior skin.
I played Target Brandon Peach.
Oh, yeah. Target sponsored Peach.
The white one with the little red circle in the middle. Target sponsored Peach. That's my favorite one.
Nah, black and gold is where it's at. But really, like you were saying with Samus and Dark Samus, there's minimal differences between the two. The really only difference is that Daisy is actually, I believe, 2 or 3 pixels shorter on some moves. Some animations she's 2 pixels, some animations she's 3 pixels shorter than Peach, so it does make her hurtbox different. But that is so minute that I don't even know if it affects matchups. Like, the only time I could really think of like this pixel perfect thing mattering is like Smash 4 Marth versus Lucina, who were basically Echo fighters. And I believe Lucina was slightly shorter, or like something about their height difference. Marth might have been shorter, but Lucina was able to jab a crouched Kirby, or Marth couldn't. And they literally were the same character in that game, minus the temper mechanic. But that's really the only time I could think of like a couple pixels in height on 2 of the same characters actually making a difference in a matchup. Like, objectively, Peach is better, or Daisy's better due to the shortness. But
there you go. See, Daisy best girl, 100%, and it's proven through frame data and facts now.
Yeah, but Peach is just still better because Daisy's annoying.
What are you? Hi, I'm Daisy.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Is that what you mean?
Her down taunt. Hi, I'm Daisy. Hi, I'm Daisy.
That's her taunt in everything.
Yeah,
it's just her constantly going, "Hi, I'm Daisy."
Her screaming the whole match. Even her toad sounds annoying.
Does it? I didn't think it sounds any different.
Screams. Have you ever played New Super Mario Bros. Wii? That's what it sounds like.
No, I'm talking about Smash Toad.
I saw Maya. That's what it sounds like.
Really?
I'm pretty sure he just screams.
I never really thought of it like that.
Bruh, New Super Mario Bros. Wii Toad, bruh.
Oh, the blue one? I like Blue Toad. That was my main.
Just the Toads all screaming in that game.
That was my main. I made Blue Toad in that game.
Nah, you gotta make Mario in the Mario games. Or Luigi.
Oh, come on. You're so boring. You're so vanilla. I always play in New Super Mario Bros., the one for the Wii U. I play, what is it, Toadette. Because that's just more fun. You get variation. It's like Echo Fighters, dude.
Luigi, you get that extra jump boost, that floaty jump in 3D World, and it actually makes a difference because Luigi's like playing on easy.
Lucina.
Lucina.
Lucina, my favorite New Super Mario Brothers character.
Lucina, my favorite platform character.
Yeah, and my favorite better version of Marth. There's no reason to play Marth over Lucina in this game, which is so sad.
Well, Marth sucks.
Yeah, I know he sucks.
But there's no point to play Marth. I'm trying to like think of something that would make Marth better. There's no point to play Marth in this game. Lucina is literally 2.5 tiers better on ESAM's and Abuzz's. Probably Leo's. I haven't checked Leo's. Who knows about HBox's tier list? That's all.
HBox's tier list is always out of whack.
Yeah.
Same with the Buzz though. It's the Team Liquid guys. They don't know what they're doing.
At least the Buzz tweeted afterwards, after he got all the backlash, that his tier list wasn't ordered by tier. Each tier was like a grouping, not the order did not matter. So
yeah,
and because he had Rob are basically the same character then.
He had I feel like the Buzz had Mario as like the third or second best character, and Rob as like third or fourth.
It was like it went Pikachu, I think Joker, then Mario.
Yeah, that was insane. That's nuts. For him to put him all the way over there, and he put there's such on his tier list and on everyone else's, there's such a huge gap between Marth and Lucina because Marth lost all of his tipper setups and confirms in Ultimate from the transition from Smash 4. Because in Smash 4 he was objectively the better character because there was more kind of Dancing Blade shenanigans you could do, weak falling, weak Dancing Blade, and then you can land that into a tipper forward smash, tipper end of side B, stuff like that. And he lost all of those shenanigans so that there's no guaranteed way to get tipper in this game. So You just have to outplay your opponent every single time, and 9 times out of 10, you're just going to want to play Lucina because you have to use less brain power, better results, and overall more damage compared to someone who has a weak hit.
Wasn't
But it's
it?
different for someone like Roy because Roy is like he gets up on your face. That's the whole point, right? And he's still good because his playstyle warrants him using that. Marth just has no way to get in and use his tipper at the same time.
Wasn't it in Smash 4 it was like slow dancing blade into like an F smash was like almost true.
Yeah, no, that was insane. And because Duck Hunt was a legal stage, you remember that? That would kill off the side at like 30. It was really stupid because the blast zones on the sides were minuscule, like WarioWare sizes.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't know why
Marth,
Duck Hunt was
Marth
illegal
had
there.
some stuff going for him in Smash 4, but they took everything out. Like, everything out. There's no tipper confirms. I mean, you're going to have to do these perfect combos of, like, with perfect microspacing, perfect inputs to get, like, an extra 7%. And if you miss it, you lose out on 15%. And you're missing it by a small window just to potentially get that extra damage output. And I mean, obviously Marth played in a vacuum would be better. Like as a Taz, Marth would obviously be better because you can precisely put in every tipper, but you're not playing as a Taz when you're in a tournament. So Lucina's just way more functional for a human to play than Marth, in my opinion, at least.
But which one is more fun? The funny tipper man or the boring no tipper girl, huh?
I prefer to win, so Lucina 100%.
You're such a sweaty tryhard, dude. You and your frame data.
I mean,
It's funny. I like studying all that stuff. Like I like looking at that, and I do take a look at frame data and hitboxes for characters I enjoy and that I actually want to learn. But more often than not, I find myself focusing on little details like, wow, that's such a cool render. How they did that. The shadowing on this character is really good. Wow, what a cool animation.
Bayonetta's shadow has butterfly wings on it. Ooh, pretty,
Exactly.
pretty butterfly.
Just a bunch of funny like stuff like that. I find myself focusing more on, and I don't really like. I love everything about competitive Smash and all the sweaty nerdy stuff you can get into, but at heart I'm just a casual player. At heart, I think my favorite map is Hazard's on Spring Stadium.
I think at everyone's heart, they're a casual Smash player aside from HBox, but
I think having Marth and Lucina are representative anime sword characters, right? As just the main idea of like a difference between Echo Fighters. We finally got something different like that with Roy and Chrom in this game. Because originally you had Roy, whose playstyle in Melee was pretty dysfunctional, half his hitboxes didn't work, so they just scrapped him. Scrapped him for a couple games, and in Smash 4 he came back as more of like a solid character, you know? They had really established that his playstyle was to get up in your face, use that sweet spot mechanic to get in there, use your jab, back air, or jair, as some people call it, and just really get in there and do a ton of damage with your safe aerials, your insane ground move, and your side B that kills at 40 for no reason, right? So they made this character that's balls to the wall, get in there, do your thing. And then they gave him an Echo Fighter that's more calculated and more precise with all of his inputs in Chrom. Because, yes, you're still throwing out funny, safe aerial moves, because that's just what Roy and Chrom do, but there's more leniency and a different way to space and play him. So now you have the archetype of Marth and Lucina, the different Echo Fighters with differences that make them, you know, pretty much different characters. And then you have now Roy and Chrom that are adding to this. And I think it's really good that we're getting more of these instances in where they're not exactly the same character like Peach and Daisy.
Yeah, I think both Marth and Lucina and Roy and Chrom's Echo Fighter implementation into Ultimate was very, very, very well done. Like you said, there's differences to make these characters legitimate contenders for being far apart on a tier list. Even Chrom and Roy, who are both very good, still can have 5-6 characters in between them on a tier list, depending on the player. I mean, like you said, Chrom's that more rush down in your face, kind of, let me just kind of try to kill you. And Crom's more methodical and trying to space his stuff out, going for the safe stuff. A safe nair on shield, maybe a tomahawk, and it all comes down to your playstyle that you prefer between Roy and Crom, which I think is a really, really cool implementation of an Echo in this game, and I think they did a really good job.
I think they did a better job implementing Roy and Crom other than Marth and Lucina, because with Marth and Lucina, they really did just change one big thing, the tipper mechanic, and that like made a whole tier difference, which is insane. As opposed to Roy and Crom, who at heart have the same move, and they have a completely different upbeat, but they're still both considered to be on the same tier, if not one just a little better than the other one, right? There's not like a 4-tier difference between them. There's just like maybe a couple spots in the same tier. They're both still very good characters while still having these sort of more drastic changes to them that Marth and Lucina also have.
I think had Marth still could get buffs to allow him to be viable, but had Marth had his stuff from Smash 4 where he has true combos into Tipper or stuff that works into Tipper, then yes, that's definitely contending for being more like Roy and Crom's distance on the tier list rather than 2.5 tiers. But unless we see that in an update, that's just where Marth's going to be. But I don't think that's a bad implementation. I just think Marth doesn't have the proper combos yet. And I could just see that coming in any buff and Marth just moving up 2.5 tier list straight up just by finding Tipper stuff that works.
Well, I mean, he did just get a couple buffs that make Tipper, I think, a little more reliable. But I don't think it's enough to sort of propel him upward to where Lucina is in the tier list.
No, they would need some significant stuff like maybe slow Dancing Blade into like a Tipper that actually spaces properly, or just some reliable setup to get a confirmed Tipper, like confirmed Tipper F smash or something, or up smash, and then we could actually see this character be viable. But we really only see Leo pulling out Marth and Tippa from the local tournament.
Oh boy, yeah, Tippa. I completely forgot about that guy. So I rolled up to this, or me and Stevie, both of us, we rolled up to this local tournament hosted by Roke Esports, by where we are. Shout out those guys, great little tournament. Good food in the food trucks too. It was my round 2 game, and I'm put up against this guy whose name is Tippa, right? And I'm like, oh damn it, he's definitely a Marth main, right? So I get into my match. I'm playing me sword as I do. And he's at about 20%, and I'm at like 150. Like he's smacking me first, Doctor. And he goes for like this read, and he gets it of this like insane forward smash, perfectly spaced Tipper. But I countered it just in time, and with rage scaling in this game, my counter killed him on the ground while he was at 20%, and he was so mauled. Like he ended up taking the set anyway. Mad respects to that guy for trying to go really far with Marth. But like, it's so funny to have stuff like that. Just you space this perfect Tipper, everything is perfectly done, calculated micro spacing, and then one counter, and you're just dead, just like that.
Yeah, I think we've definitely been seeing Leo putting in the most work with this character and trying to make this character something viable. I mean, I don't think Marth will ever get to that level without buffs. Like at the current state of the game, say this meta goes on for 10 years, Marth's not moving up that close to Lucina, but Marth needs external buffs that he doesn't have right now in order to get better, in my opinion. Like I don't think Leo can push Marth far enough to move up 2.5 tiers to compete with Lucina.
Yeah, I think Roy Crom or Croy was better implemented.
Rom.
I believe Rom or Croy. Those are the most cursed names ever.
I say we switch them.
No.
Get
I was better.
Fire.
No, please. I think those people were more, or those characters were more better implemented, as opposed to the first. Well, not first. That's a weak thing, but like the first person that everyone thought, why is this character in the game in Dark Pit? Because when Dark Pit got added to Smash 4, they're like, first of all, no one's played Kid Icarus Uprising, so they're like, who the hell is Dark Pit? Why is he in my Smash? And why are there two Pits now? Because Pit already has an ult where he looks like Dark Pit, and there isn't like a giant difference between the two. So everyone is always like, what is this character doing in my game? And I think he was the first character to really like make people ask the question, why are there repeat characters? You know, they weren't named Echo Fighters at the time, so why are these characters in my game? You know?
Yeah, hot take. I don't think Kid Icarus should even be a thing. Leave that on the
What?
freaking NES. Sakurai should not have revived that for.
Have you
We're all-
played Kid Icarus Uprising?
No, but it looks.
So you
terrible.
cannot have an
It
opinion.
looks
Simple.
terrible. I mean, actually, it looks bad.
Maybe
rather-
it's an amazing game and you've never played it.
Maybe I might give it a shot. I'll buy it, but I mean, it did not need to be revived from the NES. Kid Icarus Uprising wasn't even a thing till what, like at least 5-8 years after Brawl. So Sakurai.
Whoa. 5 years after Brawl?
Brawl was what?
I think that's-
2008.
Brawl was 2008,
8,
I believe.
Yeah,
But when did
so-
Kid Icarus Uprising come out?
like 20.
Here, I'll search it up in a minute.
2013, maybe. I was
That's
like thinking
insane.
2008 to 2013.
No, there was really that big of a gap?
I think so. I mean,
2012, yeah. It came out 2012.
4 years. So I mean, Sakurai had faith in this character, I guess, and I really don't think Dark Pit needed to be in the game in Smash 4. Smash Ultimate, bringing Dark Pit as an Echo, had he not been in Smash 4, would have been fine. But I mean, Dark Pit was a waste of a roster spot in Smash 4 because in Smash 4 he actually did like he wasn't just considered like an Echo fighter where this doesn't count towards the roster. Yeah, he counted towards the roster in Smash 4, and yeah, I don't think he was deserving of a spot there. And I mean, he's an Echo fighter, so I don't really care in this game because it doesn't take away
Yikes.
from more important characters like Steve, Sora, etc.
Steve.
Just mainly Steve. I want Steve and Rayman. That's all I need.
Oh,
And
I know you want
My
to
Smash
rely-
game, my Smash game can be complete, but I mean, there's really nothing too drastic between these two characters. There's more than Dark Samus and Samus have going for them, but there's obviously not like significant stuff like Martha and Lucina. But I believe it's just the arrows and the side Bs that's different, right, Django?
Yeah. Because the arrows are like with regular Pit, they do a little less damage, they do a tiny bit less knockback, and they're much easier to control. Like you can make them curve around the whole stage, do loop-de-loops. And Dark Pit's arrows on the opposite side are slower. They do a bit more damage, a little more knockback, but not enough to like, throw you off stage or anything. It's just a edge guarding tool, but they're barely maneuverable. They're a little bit bigger, but they're barely maneuverable. So Pit is kind of made to be like this more agile, go out there and edge guard kind of character, while Dark Pit is kind of hold down the neutral, use your arrows when necessary, instead of going for more kind of aerial based reads, right? And the difference in their side Bs is that Pit has the side B that sends you upward, so it's definitely better for putting someone with a lesser recovery in disadvantage when they're trying to land on you, because that's a little harder for them to do, or not decent recovery, but like someone that doesn't have a good landing option, using side B to put them up in the air and put them straight in disadvantage is really good for you. Or if you want to go Dark Pit, his side B is, well, both of them have equal amounts of super armor, but his own sends directly to the left or to the right depending on where you hit it. So it's definitely better for getting rid of those light characters at early percents. You armor through their projectiles, maybe like Pichu or something. You armor right through anything, you get them right off the side really quick.
Yeah.
And with a regular Pit, it's more putting them in disadvantage and kind of learning to outplay them. Dark Pit is just, I am going to kill you. These are all of my moves. I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, it comes down to personal preference, and a lot of matchup determines this. But I mean, Dark Pit, you want to go against like characters like King K. Rool that kind of don't mind being off the side of the stage. I mean, you don't want to go Dark Pit. You want to knock King K. Rool into the air so you can juggle him. So that's why you go Pit against someone like K. Rool. But someone like Incineroar who can recover from top left corner rather than horizontally. I mean, you rather just throw him off into the side using Dark Pit. So it comes down to matchup and then personal preference with the arrows, but really there's not much different between these characters, and I still don't think Dark Pit should be a thing, but it's fine.
Damn, that's harsh.
I still don't think Kid Icarus deserves to be in Smash or
Yeah,
revived
okay.
from the NES.
Okay, wait until you
Should've-
play
should've
actually
stayed
Kid
on the
Icarus
NES.
Uprising.
I'll try Kid Icarus Uprising for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting anything.
Do you even have a 3DS to play it on?
I have like 3 of them, I think. My brother and stepbrother like gave me theirs
okay.
when they stopped playing Mario Kart in the car with us. I just, like, have them all in my room.
That makes sense. Yeah, these characters are more akin to the. Well, actually, I'd put them kind of in the category of Marth and Lucina because, like, Marth and Lucina are the standout, like, main difference Echo Fighter characters. So I'd say I'd put them in that kind of archetype because they have the different side B, they have the different arrows, and if it's a character like an Echo Fighter that warrants you to change whoever you're playing depending on the matchup, then I'd say that's well executed because that's what Echo Fighters should be. The same playstyle, the same fundamentals, except there's just little things that you can change depending on the matchup. That's, I think, is the perfect sweet spot for Echo Fighters, and I think they nailed Pit and Dark Pit overall.
Well executed in terms of, like, yes, these characters are different but they're still similar, but I mean you can have a preference or matchups actually matter, but doesn't matter because Dark Pit and Pit both don't deserve to be in the game. So
Man, bro. Okay,
hot take, hot
all
take,
right.
hot take.
We'd like to interrupt your regularly scheduled program to tell you about Instacart. Instacart is an easy-to-use app for getting your groceries anytime, anywhere. With personalized carts and highlighted deals, getting your groceries has never been easier. Instacart is available to use at all your favorite local stores with delivery to your door in as fast as an hour. Create an Instacart account today using the link in the description to receive free shipping on your first purchase of $35 or more. And now, back to your regularly scheduled programming. So going into more kind of complex differences on characters, you have the 2 characters we're least qualified to talk about, Ken and Ryu.
Yeah, these characters are extremely, extremely deep. I mean, Ryu coming into Smash 4, just having these command inputs, something we've never seen before in Smash, and proved to be a really, really, really interesting character for Smash. And I don't even know all of what Ryu could do. Most likely, I'm going to get bodied by a Ryu or Ken soon enough at a tournament when tournaments start back up. Because luckily, I haven't pulled one in pools yet, but these characters are extremely deep. I mean,
They're so deadly too.
Yeah.
They have just insane things overall. Like you have down tilt, hot suit, jab, up B, and up B is a big killing move on all of them. They have so many differences in jab variations. You have the shield breaker on Ryu's jab. You have the sort of upwards kick on, I believe, Ken forward tilt or Ken jab. I'm not 100% sure.
Ken does more feet stuff for you. Like,
and with that, it's better the comboing into dash attack or comboing into an up B again. And all of their combos you can auto cancel into up B, and they have different kill setups in that Ryu has kill setups into Hatsu on the side, which will just kill you straight up off the top because it's like one straight hit, as opposed to Ken, which is a multi-hit, which is better for comboing and not only low percents, but high percents to guarantee into that up B again, which is annoying. Like, these characters have a deep amount of differences in their command inputs, which overall, like, is super well executed, because that's exactly what I want out of another Street Fighter rep that's an Echo Fighter. The same base moveset as Ryu, pretty similar command inputs, but you get a different output and different ways to combo and kill. That's perfect execution of an Echo Fighter.
Yeah, when I was doing research for this episode, actually, I believe the command inputs for every move, or not for every move, but certain command inputs aren't even the same for the two characters, and they, like, do different stuff. You got, like left, bottom left, down, bottom right, like the whole half circle into, like, a bunch of A's and B's. I'm nowhere qualified enough to talk about Ken or Ryu, but these characters are crazy to see at a top level. But like you said, a Street Fighter representative, like, this was a very, very well executed pair of characters. I mean, they bring so much personality to the game. You got Ken with his more fiery, like explosive, kind of showy off kind of style, and Ryu kind of just going in there, getting the job done, and kind of just doing his powerful attacks without trying to be too flashy, but like still getting the work done. It's just really, really cool to see in the game.
That's what I wanted out of another Street Fighter rep, and they did it super well. Like they nailed it with those two, because they are, other than I guess Mario and Luigi, the original Echo Fighters. Like they were the first people to say, "Hey, here's the same character, just in sort of like a different version of them." Like you have Ryu is the strong, disciplined Japanese man, and Ken is this braggy, fiery, "Hey, I'm American" character. You know,
Yeah, I'm
that's his whole thing.
I
His last name is Masters. Come on.
I'm like looking at my game shelf right now. I really can't think of any like influential kind of player 2 characters aside from Mario and Luigi, like that are basically the same. Obviously, you got Sonic and Tails, but they're not like that Echo Fighter vibe like Ken and Ryu are, or like Mario and Luigi were when they first debuted. So Ken and Ryu are very influential characters just in terms of video game history, along with the fighting game genre. So, I mean, they were perfect to go into Smash, and them bringing their Shoto style, which we then saw in Terry. He adopted that style kind of with some modifications, but overall, just super, super cool characters.
I love Terry. I love playing Terry, and I like command inputs when they're easy to do.
Your
So
Terry's
basically, when it's
disgusting.
Terry command inputs,
Yeah, your
because
Terry's
those are just much easier than the other Shotos,
Terry's
which
like
is just
easy mode
so much
Ken and
harder.
Ryu.
Yeah, pretty much, and he's more fun. I like him because he's got funny JoJo's personality.
Power dunk, just
jab, power dunk, baby.
And then
Well, I
he
mean,
has a comeback mechanic too.
oh, that's so fun. I love Buster Wolf, and I love Power Gazer or Power
Power
Gazer, whatever they're called. Yeah,
Really
I
does.
know.
Sounds like an
It's
announcer
so-
for a sporting event.
It's so good. Terry's a sick character.
Hey, not as sick
And-
as Hadouken.
Hadouken. Exactly. And then, Shoryuken every single time.
Oh god.
Without fault. Jab, up B. The bread and butter combo for every Shoto.
Of course.
These characters have way too many opportunities to just change into their B moves, which is insane. That makes them so good, because you can just cancel down tilt into a side B and just with all Shotos or into any of their specials, and it will just work 100% of the time, because if you do it right, all of their moves are meant to just combo straight into each other.
Keyword if. It's
Yeah,
pretty
if.
hard to do this.
Exactly. But
Speaking of
yeah.
characters that aren't hard to play, you know.
Oh, you got the
If you like the
projectile
B
brothers.
move, you got the convenient starts with a B, the Belmont brothers.
The B move boys.
the
That's
B
what I
move
like to call
boys.
them.
Side B into down B into neutral B.
Side B, down B, fair, forward smash, up B, B moves.
Did you say
Holy
dash
God.
attack with 20 different hitboxes?
Oh, dash attack is insane on these characters.
Yeah.
The Belmonts are nuts. And I think we can all agree on like a global scale that Richter is just better Simon.
Richter is more handsome, Simon.
Richter is big neck Simon. I'd like you to take a second, everybody listening, take a second, pull out your Switch or search up a render, search up just any artwork of Richter from Smash Ultimate, and he has the thickest neck I have ever seen in my life. It's like a freaking tree stump. It's huge.
Like Ganondorf.
He's got a thick neck, thicker than Ganondorf. And it's insane, because every time I look at it, I'm surprised, because it's like almost a little wider than his head, which is so startling. Why is it so big? Take a second and
Right,
look at Richter
You got
right
Kirby
now.
neck. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's so insane to me. Richter is such a funny looking character.
Yeah, but Simon and Richter, in terms of gameplay, really got nothing different going between them. They're those kind of characters that were just kind of, let's just add a bonus character kind of thing. It's going to be easy to do. Let's not make many differences. I think really the only difference is the holy water mechanics, right? The fire versus aura based for Simon and Richter respectively, I'm pretty sure. And of course that just affects the Olimar matchup like how most other Echoes do, because Olimar decides to be special. But I mean, Simon and Richter were pretty cool. I mean, Richter obviously could have changed characters because it could have been Trevor, it could have been someone else from Castlevania, but Richter's fine in my opinion. I mean, they made him feel different enough from Simon to like kind of just be chilling there.
Because Simon is the like iconic Castlevania character, right? You think Castlevania, most people usually think Simon immediately.
Yeah,
he's
Simon
the headliner.
Belmont, Richter Belmont, maybe Trevor. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm kind of hyped that they added a character like Richter, someone that's not as recognizable, but still gets value from being in the game. Like, I like Richter. I like his games. I love the Castlevania series. So it's, why not, right? Add another Echo Fighter and just fan service for everyone who loves Castlevania.
I mean, that was a super sick direct when we had like the Dracula scene of Simon like.
Oh man, Dracula. Yeah.
Or no,
and then Luigi dies.
Luigi walked in and gets like murked by Dracula. And then
Simon he gets murked by Death. Death himself.
By Death. And then it's like Simon fighting Dracula, I think. And then Richter just pops up after the fight or something. He's like, "What's good?"
He's like, "Hey, I'm in Smash now."
Richter like comes into battle or whatever. Saying was
so cool. But yeah, as Richter crosses over.
Yep, Richter crosses over.
That's so sick. I was so hyped. Sick. The trailer was so well done for the Castlevania boys.
Yeah, that was a really the like graphic trailers like that, like how Hero got one similar to that, and like Incineroar's announcement. Unlike
those
Isabel's
are so cool.
announcement. Isabel's announcement was dog, but those are the super cool announcement trailers.
Oh, Isabel's announcement was dog. Get it? Get it?
But yeah, let
because
me just
she is a dog.
Mailbox when Animal Crossing New Horizons just got announced recently, or I don't even know it had been announced. And yeah, let's just hype everyone up for Animal Crossing. Oh, there's a Smash stamp on this? Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Do some annoying Animal Crossing noises for about 45 seconds. Isabella clocks in, or whatever it's called.
I wanted Tom Nook. I wanted Tom Nook badly for Smash. I want him to scam me in my favorite game.
Tom Nook's getting in. Next DLC fighter confirmed.
Yeah, I can't wait to get scammed in my favorite game. He's gonna make you like pay. His ability is gonna be to make you pay
debt
for like your moves to get them back. Like he steals them, and then you have to work off like debt to get your moves back. Yeah, it's just worse.
You just lose your ability to play that Pokemon for a little bit until you collect enough spiders.
Yeah, you have to collect enough bugs to give to him to feed his collection.
Yeah, I mean, speaking on Isabel, I mean, a character that I don't necessarily agree with how she was implemented into the game, and she's not an Echo, she's not classified as an Echo, but she's more that clone character per se.
And, yeah, we're getting into the clone character section.
Yeah, that's it for the Echoes. But I mean, speaking on clones, just like Isabel, just her implementation was very bad into this game. I mean, the really only difference is like 3 specials and like a smash attack from Villager. I mean, at least make it feel different, just not Villager with a fishing rod,
Yeah, I was kind of hoping we would get cooler like DLC, not DLC, but like cooler Echo characters than her. Even she's not an Echo character, she's a clone character. I wanted like cooler people, kind of like a dry Bowser would have been sick for regular Bowser, as opposed to like almost kind of a character in Isabel, right? And then you could have way cooler characters come in than just clones like her. I wish they had just kind of solidified her design, made her either completely different or just made her like an Echo character, flat out, period.
That was just a really really bad implementation of a character. I mean, Animal Crossing obviously doesn't have a lot of things you can pull for a fighting game per se, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff in Animal Crossing that is just like traits like you can do as the villager that I feel like you could pass on to Isabelle, but they just kind of took Villager and just gave him a fishing rod and made him into a dog. I mean,
they made him a furry. Oh no.
Furry Villager. That's all Isabelle is.
I'm okay with that. Even though I'm not like super hyped about the way they implemented Isabelle into this game, I am still happy that we got another Animal Crossing rep for absolutely no reason
Animal Crossing
whatsoever.
Was in desperation of a new rep. Was Villager came in Brawl or Smash 4?
No, Villager came in Smash 4.
So
they didn't need a new rep. I just wanted a new rep because I like Animal Crossing.
I mean, I feel like that's the Byleth situation with the Fire Emblem game coming out. Just adding more hype for the new game. Nintendo definitely knew they were making a new thing sometime soon. So why not hype it up? Get more people interested in Animal Crossing because they might be, oh, what's this cool, cute looking dog? You know, oh, I'll play this dog. Oh, let me do some research on this dog. Oh, from Animal Crossing, never heard of that game. Now you got someone that's heard of Animal Crossing and might buy it. I feel more advertising. You mentioned before Dry Bowser and Bowser. I mean, I don't see that coming in as an Echo per se. Or no, that could come in as an Echo. Definitely not a clone character. But it'd be cool to see a potential DLC pack for Echoes or like alternative skins, but like a different character, like the Koopalings almost, or like Alf. I don't know. What do you think on that?
Yeah, that would be really cool. Like, I know Nintendo's gonna find some way to siphon more money out of my wallet, like they always do, right? And it's gonna work. They're gonna do it. They're gonna release like an Echo pack. It's gonna be like $10 or something ridiculous, and I'm going to buy it because I am a shill. I'm not a shill. I'm a simp for Nintendo, dude. When they release stuff, I buy it, and it's terrible marketing practice.
3 previous games, throw them on one Switch cartridge, say it's limited, and now I bought 3.
Bought 3 editions. 1 to keep in a glass case, 1 to keep in a drawer, and 1 to play.
1 to play, 2 to go to water, and for them to sit in a plastic UV protected case for the rest of eternity.
I think DLC Echoes would work because of the way they're sort of rolling out DLC characters in sort of packs, which I like, as opposed to just releasing new character after new character. They've created this thing called the Fighters Pass. So you make, in Smash 4 is just individual announcements. They've created the definitive Fighters Pass. So why not go with something like the Echo Pass? That lets you buy a couple, like if you want to, because it's not mandatory because they're Echo characters, right? I would see it being more akin to like Samus and Dark Samus, because you wouldn't want to hide these characters that are different, like Marth and Lucina, behind a paywall. Make the Echo characters more of like an optional thing, so that if you really are invested in having all these characters and making them look nice, right, or having different variations, then you buy the Echo pack. You can have things like a Dry Bowser. There's another good one. A lot of people want Ninten, and I don't really understand that, because Ninten is, I wouldn't say Ninten is enough variation from Ness to warrant getting their own Echo character. But then again, they put Dark Pit in the game, so anything is possible.
The moveset is significantly different in the Earthbound or Mother game, to be technical. That Ninten and Ness have like significant differences, you know.
But it would be more just visual changes. I don't know if they would give them a completely new moveset without making them just a clone character.
PK Thunder and like the, what's it called, the where it like where he sucks in the projectiles.
Oh, that's PK Magnet.
I mean, I've never played the Mother games, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have all. So, that just wouldn't work in my opinion at Nintendo. But I could see, like, I've heard people saying Medusa for Palutena, Luigi for Luigi. I mean, these would be sick. I'm trying to think through the roster.
Lucario.
Lucario.
The Yeah, the perfect Echo Fighter would be Zeraora, introduced in, I believe, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, because Zeraora is built very similarly to Lucario, and instead of Aura Sphere, you can use Electro Ball, and they could be like similar aerials, but instead of having aura mechanics, it would be electricity. So kind of like what they did with Ken, where they make it fiery instead of regular, and they can have them move the same way. Maybe make Zero Aura a little bit faster, or have some sort of different effect than Aura. I don't know. Like instead of them doing more damage as they take more damage, they get a little faster as they take more damage because electricity. That would be really cool, right? Like they can do small little changes like that, but it's still an Echo Fighter, and I would
Maybe
definitely
more
buy it.
damage at the beginning, and maybe scales reverse of aura with, and rage just doesn't apply to Zero Aura. There's so many things that would be cool with that.
Yeah, there's
I
a
never
lot of
thought of
stuff
that
you can
speed
change.
boost though. I mean, we were talking about Zero Aura for this episode, and I never thought of that. That's a really, really good, cool idea.
Something different like that to kind of get warrant buying these Echo characters, but still making them similar to the original
You're acting
like
you're
ideas
acting
that they
like
had
we're
stolen
not gonna
from.
buy the Echo Fighters when they come out.
Oh, I'm saying for me, I already said it. Whatever it is, I'm gonna buy it. It's Nintendo, and I have terrible business practice where I just buy everything
Yeah,
Nintendo, right? As opposed to making smart financial decisions. But I'm trying to convince everyone else, or when inevitably this Echo Pack comes out, that hey, go
I
buy
think a
it.
lot
It's
of people
worth
are
it.
gonna buy. I'd say at least 95% of the people here just if they make it reasonable. If they're charging $6 a character like they are now, I don't think that's necessarily a good price. But I mean, maybe they charge $2,
hmm
$3 a character. That'd be more reasonable. That'd be something people would
Yeah,
be willing to
that
buy,
seems to
in my
make more
opinion.
sense.
But speaking on more potential echoes, we got trying to think of some from the Mario series. We got Mario getting Shadow Mario. That'd be awesome. Maybe give him
That's basically Luigi. You get
paintbrush
the
instead of
Mario.
Flood.
That would be cool. You push him away with ink or something,
Give him
and
the
have an
ink
ink
mechanic.
mechanic.
Yeah, I play
Yeah,
Inkling Mario.
make him more broken. Just make Mario
Yeah,
more broken, as if he didn't do enough damage with combos that kill you at 40. Give him an ink
I mean,
mechanic.
looking at the roster, we got Donkey Kong. That'd be so sick. We either get Funky or Crazy Kong.
Funky
That'd
Kong.
be absolutely so sick. Funky, and
I
then
want Funky
on
Kong
the
for the game.
Smash, they can make a new variant that says Funky Mode included.
Yeah, I was about to say that. You can,
With
you can have the
Fury.
Smash Bros.
With Bowser's
box.
Fury.
Exactly. You can have New Super Mario or New Super Mario Super Smash Brothers Deluxe, Funky Mode included plus Bowser's Fury. It would
Hell,
be
give
perfect.
Mewtwo Shadow, so we can put a Shadow Mewtwo card in there and slap that on the cover too.
No, give him the armor
From
from the
Pokemon
movie.
Go.
That would be
The
so sick. No, no,
Digimon
no, no, no.
garbage that
Not
you
the
invented.
Digimon looking armor. That armor is like
I don't
like
know
they
what they're
turned
doing.
Mewtwo into some
They're,
weird
they're
Digimon, and it
trying to turn
looks so
Pokemon
odd.
into Digimon. It's confirmed.
Yeah, that's what they did with the Ultra Beast. They just
Yeah,
look like Digimon
none of the
characters.
Ultra Beasts. Blacephalon's dope, but like the other ones,
hmm
they don't look like Pokemon, honestly.
Yeah, Stakataka looks weird. It feels like a Digimon.
Celesteela just looks like
attack.
the ultimate weapon in X and Y. Like, why is this Pokemon? Guzzler's cool, but
I like Guzzlord. Guzzlord's
the
an
Hiligo
awesome
could
design.
stay. Kartana, I guess, and Buzzwole, like who wants a swole ant, bruh?
It's a
Swole
mosquito.
My bad.
It's a giant mosquito. I think that's the funniest design ever. That's the funniest design ever. I love Buzzwole.
These are busted.
hmm
That just ran the Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon meta.
Well, yeah, because I don't think they put them in like OU. I think most of them were OU.
They weren't Uber. They were all OU.
Yeah, most of them were OU, which is just busted.
None of them were Uber. I'm pretty sure they were all OU. Aside
Man,
from
Nintendo really knows how to balance their games with Ultimate and Pokemon.
of course. Just like basically just take Pokemon, all the third stage evolutions, put like 75% of them in OU or UU,
Mhm.
and that's basically how it goes. If you're a mid stage, all right, that sucks. But yeah,
Make half of them make half of them Echo Fighters for all of the.
That's basically what Pokemon is.
Yeah, I think
Echo
there's so
Fighters
much
galore.
potential that from Pokemon that you can turn into Echo Fighters to like in like every single character. Like you could have freaking Blaziken instead of
Blaziken would be so sick.
yeah, Blaziken would be awesome. And then
Blaziken in Cineroar, honestly, you can finesse that enough.
you
Maybe
could
take away
maybe,
the
yeah.
throw into the like sides of the ring mechanic.
You could probably do
change that
more
to,
like Machamp or something into
Yeah,
that'd be
sick.
like the obvious choice to turn Incineroar into like Machamp or something.
I don't think Puff could get much.
Probably
Turn Puff
not.
into Ghastly.
Yeah, with no arms, they grab you.
No, Ghastly knows Ice Punch. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, why does Ghastly learn Ice Punch? And how's Ghastly gonna use Sing, huh? Ghastly doesn't know Sing.
Does Ghastly actually know Sing?
Ghastly does not know Sing. Lapras knows Sing. Put Lapras in the game.
Yeah. Lapras is sick. I can't wait for Pokemon Snap.
Oh
Remastered
boy,
to
that's
come
gonna be
out.
fun.
That's gonna be so fun.
That's gonna be fun. But that's a while from now.
Trying to think of more echoes. Birdo. I've heard hot takes with Birdo.
I don't like Birdo.
know.
Birdo scares me.
Birdo's a little weird. There's stuff that's going on with Birdo. Maybe Captain Falcon. I'm not too
Ooh, Blood Falcon could be a good one.
well versed into F-Zero, but
You
cool.
got
I've heard cool stuff about that.
Blood Falcon would be a pretty cool.
Zelda could get
Like
Hilda.
you'll
I
see.
mean, that's just what I've heard online. I don't really care. I'm trying to just look through the roster right now. We're getting Mrs. Game and watching Miss Pac-Man on about.
Okay, now you're getting carried away. Now you're just throwing stuff out. I
Okay,
think it's time to cut you off here.
We forgot one big one for sure. Dixie Kong.
Oh, of course. Listen, they removed
Dixie Kong's confirmed.
Diddy Kong's jab animation to no longer use the tail. So, and Dixie Kong doesn't have a tail. Confirmed. Dixie Kong for Smash. Let's go.
100%. Dixie Kong's coming in the Echo Pack when the Echo Pack comes out. That confirmed the Echo, basically. And when the Echo Pack comes out, now we don't have to waste a slot of real Fighters Pass on a Pokemon because we're getting Zeraora too. Anywho,
I'm gonna cut you off here before you start going on a rant about why Mrs. Pac-Man and Mrs. Game & Watch need to be in this game. So
I'm trying to think more hot takes.
no, I'm cutting.
We're
you
getting
off.
Shadow. We're getting Shadow.
Okay, all right. Just start naming assist trophies now. Anyway,
Screw it. Screw Rob. We're getting a virtual boy in the game.
anyway, I'm gonna cut you off right here. We're gonna end it. We're gonna end on that note of a virtual boy for Smash.
Great. All right. Anywho, make sure leave a 5-star review, Apple Podcasts. You know, if you enjoy. What else? Instagram. Make sure to give us a follow on Instagram. We're really pushing towards that 1,000 follower mark. We're about 70 away right now.
And of course, we're available on Spotify. We're on pretty much
Apple
everywhere you
Podcast.
find your podcast. So hit us up. We've got a YouTube channel. Make sure you leave a comment, nice review, all that other stuff. So I've been Django, and I'm joined by
AirPods. But I got one more thing to say. If you guys got some dope clips, send them in. DM us on Instagram with your sick clips. You can potentially win Clip of the Week.
Exactly.
Anywho, I've been AirPods.
And I've been Django.
Peace.